Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about this organic latex mattress and why we chose it for our tiny house. I'm Matthew and this is Amy, CanadianRenegade.com. So today's video was actually a request from one of our viewers on YouTube. Lately our life has been very hectic. We've had a lot of extra things that we needed to do, getting ready for the babies and also with the land, getting it ready for building. So we didn't have a lot of time, and I thought that this would be a great topic to discuss since we have limited time this weekend. So the shopping process for an organic mattress wasn't very easy. What did you think about it?
I felt like we had to do a lot of reading and a lot of digging. There weren't a lot of options in the city for what was being sold for organic mattresses. We were really limited with the selection.
Yeah, almost nothing.
Almost nothing. And the ones that we were finding were pretty high price points, at least for what we were looking for.
And I think we just lucked out. We came across a showroom that they had a display model of this, and we really liked it. I tried it out, and this is actually a medium firmness. And when you lay on it, it actually feels quite firm. But I think for myself, it might actually be a little bit too soft. But I think it's just because of the type of mattress, it feels a little different than a regular spring mattress.
Yeah, the material that it's made out of has a little bit more elasticity, but in terms of firmness, I know it's comfortable for me. I thought it was going to be too firm, but I actually quite enjoy it. It's
a natural rubber, and it's actually extracted from some sort of tree. I don't know if we know what type of tree that is, but
the pronunciation was a little hard.
Yeah, and then the cover of the mattress is cotton and wool, which I think is the wool has some fire retardant properties.
Yeah.
And I think the mattress itself has some mite.
Yeah, the natural rubber is resistant to dust mites, and the wool on top of that acts as a natural fire retardant. So we didn't have to worry about not having a fire retardant. Some people would consider that a concern, leaving that out of your mattress, but there are natural products that offer that feature.
Yeah. And then another consideration we had up in here in the loft was that a lot of the thicker mattresses, or conventional mattresses I mean, a lot of them are quite thick. We noticed that if you go look at people's beds or at regular mattresses, a lot of them are maybe a foot thick, and then they're on top of a box spring. And obviously we couldn't have a box spring up here at all, and we did find out that this mattress was okay to just be flat on the ground.
Yeah.
And the mattress is only about 6 inches thick, but considering how thin it is, it's actually quite comfortable. And it generally to me feels quite good and quite comfortable. It's just that I feel like over the long term it might just be a little too soft. So sometimes I do feel a little stiff, but it's definitely not the worst mattress I've ever had.
No, and one of the things that the sales associate told us was that while these mattresses generally last about 20 years, with the proper care and making sure you're flipping it about every 6 months, some people have been able to keep their mattress for 35 to 40 years.
So as we mentioned towards the beginning of the video, one of our main concerns was the fire retardant chemicals, and of course this doesn't have any of those. No. And there are actually some studies that show that these chemicals do show up in mother's breast milk.
Yeah.
And from a variety of sources, not just mattresses, but you are in close contact and sleeping on it. So that was one of our major concerns with going with the organic option.
We know that it's really hard to reduce your chemical exposure to everything in life. You're going to come into contact with things regardless, but we decided that this was an area where we could reduce that exposure, which is why we made the investment into the research and then into the mattress.
We forgot to mention it earlier, but the price point on this mattress was about $1,500 Canadian. And 3 or 4 months after we bought it, someone we knew actually pointed out that there was a sale on them and they were around $900 or $1,000. Overall, they're pretty good mattresses. I think I would probably give this mattress rating a C, but they also had firmer mattresses, so that may have been perfect for me, but just the way that it is, I'd probably rate it as a C. What would you rate it as?
I would give it an A. I think it's pretty comfortable, but I think mattresses are a really personal choice, so you're going to have to test it out and make sure you like it. I was a little worried that you weren't going to like it, to be honest, because when you laid on it, you thought, well, it's soft, but it's not too bad. And I thought that might end up affecting you in the future, but I think overall, it does the job.
Yeah, overall, I'm pretty satisfied. It's definitely a decent product.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions or feedback, or if you had any experiences with other organic mattresses you'd like to share in the comments below, please do. And until next time, take care. Bye.
Bye.